Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. This is your future fairy potato, JustAPotato, and welcome to another video of Enigmatica 9 Expert. And today we are entering into immersive engineering. So I've made this small space here to put our first two types of immersive engineering machines. I want to have here a couple of bottling machines, and here a couple of mixers. These bottling machines will allow us to produce Runic Manifold, or what is known as printed silicon, and this will help us on doing these logic processors, engineering processors, and calculation processors, or how it is called in this mod pack, manifolds of the Djinni, Madrid, and Afrit. And I also want to make a couple of mixers because I think it is time to improve our production of liquefied source. And we can do it through the mixing amethyst with water. And this is a way cheaper way of producing source. So it is a bunch of stuff, although it seems like the pin bar is quite small. It is a lot of stuff. My main goal by the end of the episode, a part of building these two machines here, these two kinds of machines, I also want to craft our first basic tier installers. This will make so we can have parallel recipes producing. So this metallurgic infuser in the very basic form. This is not even basic. It's like below basic form. We can only process. We can only do one process at a time. With the basic tier installer, we will be able to do two processes or three at a time. I don't remember if it's two or three. I think it's three processes at a time. So it's quite good. And of course I want to start doing this mixer because we will start to use way more source. Because apart from these machines, we'll be using source, this IVF will use source. And all of these four machines will also use source. So let's start with it, shall we? Now, Spellbound Invar, I think we can leave it to the end of the episode. I don't think we are going to use it just yet. But we can start with all of these small crafts. So let's start with the Djinni etcher. This is the second tier of the etchers. If you remember, we have this small Borthro kiln, which is an etcher. So we use this to produce logistic cores. And we will actually need this second tier in order to produce Runic manifolds, Djinni. So the logic processors. As you can see, each processor has its own tier. So for now, this is going to be the one that we are going to be using. For the tier 2 etcher, we need to summon a Djinni using the new ritual, which requires a purple chalk. The etcher was easy to get, and apart from crafting Djinni manifolds, it will also do logistic cores. In order to make the bottling machine, we have to... in order to make our first Runic manifold, we actually need to do our first bottling machines. And let's do both of the bottling machines that we will be using. 1 and 2 fluid pumps. So if we come to the book and we check out the bottling machine, we already have the 2 fluid pumps. We only need 1 per machine, but we are going to do 2. So 2 fluid pumps. We will need also 4 black sheet metal, 3 compressed brick tiles, 1 quasi-compact artificial block, 2 novice artificial blocks, or in this case 4, sorry, and 6 conveyor belts. And now if I right click this block, yes. Yes, it's fine. So the output would go here, and the input would go here and here. So here goes the liquid input. Here goes the solid input, and here goes the solid output. Right now we are going to use it for the Runic Manifold craft, but in the future we can use also these bottling machines together with some liquid sulfuric acid and only some of the crushed irons, of the crushed ores, to kind of double the amount of ores that we get, and also get an extra output. So for this bottling machine, we need a fluid input. In this case, it will be our liquid source. Here you can see it is filling up. And we will also need a solid input, which in this case will be our rainbow runes and dimensional storage crystals. And we also need to give this some power. Now this has power, and this is filled up. We can just throw some items. Of course, if we want to automatize this, the best way would be to use smart chutes. For now, I'm just batch crafting stuff until I get into applying energy sticks. So before applying energy sticks, I will just batch craft most of this stuff. So in order to get this Runic manifold, we need 2 of these dimensional shards and 4 runes, and we get our Runic manifolds. And I think I can just throw everything here. We see everything crafting. Now for now, I think the only used these Runic manifolds, we have to craft them into the required etcher that we're going to use. So in our case, I'm just going to use all of these 20 to craft this Runic manifold Djinni. We need 40 yellow runes and 40 orange runes. So with these 20 Runic manifolds, now we only have to give them to our friend Victim Sur. And he should give us our Djinni Runic manifolds in a quite slow way. Now let's take a small rest from unlocking Invar and all the tier installers and stuff like that. And let's do the mixers then, in order to produce a better liquefied source. So for the mixer is also a multi-block. In this case, I want the output. So this one here to be here on the back. So I can just pipe it to that side. I would have rather to pipe it down, but if you can see, I am touching bedrock. So it's not something good to build just around bedrock. Materials for most multiblocks are quite easy to get, but I had a small inconvenience. No, actually I didn't thought we would need Spellbound Invar just yet, but we do need Spellbound Invar in order to do these reinforced fences. Now, we need to crush regular Invar to get this Spellbound Invar. Now, the Invar. This is done through mixing iron dust that now we have nickel and redstone. Oh no, wait, the only way I can crush the iron is through the crusher, the crushing wheels. Okay. Okay, and I cannot blast this on the case fan. No, yes I can. I can blast this. You know what? Let's use the IPF, though it's not filled. And now it is. I was why I cannot see the particles. No, this Invar. We have to turn it into Spellbound Invar. And we have it. Now we interact with the block in the center. And we get our mixers. Nice, 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 nice. Very nice. So the way this works, we have to input any liquid into this side. This would be like kind of the front of the machine, supposedly. So I'm going to input water in here using this fluid transporter. So you can see water is flowing. Then, if there is any item that has to be inputted, we can input it on the side. In this case, I wanted to input it like this. And this will consume power and do the mixing recipe that it requires. So in this case, liquid fight source. If we want to output whatever is here, we cannot put it through here. And yeah, that's all. That's all of the mixer. And you know, it produces liquid fight source quite quickly. 8 buckets just in what was it, like maybe 30 seconds? This is a lot. And this one, yeah, I think only produces 1 bucket, 2 buckets, 3 buckets. Yeah, maybe 3 or 4 buckets each 30 seconds, maybe. I don't know. I am too tired to do maths. But yeah, this is an upgrade to source production. So, and last but not least, let's do our first basic tier installer. Yes, let's do our first basic tier installer. I forgot I have to do the metal press also. Seriously, there is no wrench that will hear this wrench. Okay. No, but this doesn't. But I want you to look down, please. Seriously, there is no wrench. No, it doesn't work. Why? This is so silly. There is no wrench that changes the position of the piston. Now we have 4 metal press and 4 steel plates. I don't know why, but we have 4 steel plates. Oh god, I'm missing Invar. So much Invar. Now, in order to use this metal press, we only need to set up the mold. In this case, we want gears. And just throw the material. And of course, we have to give this also energy. And this is quick. This is very quick. Very quick. This is why I want these ones to replace the ones of the create mod. Simple machine frames. Now with these machine frames, we can craft a bunch of different new machines. Some of them would be the most important. So for example, the dissolution chamber. This would replace the mixing cauldron. We have the material stonework factory. With this we can do other kind of stones like netherrack. We have the laser drill. So with this we can, for example, start mining some lava. Well, not mining lava, but you know what I mean. Getting some resources. And well, there is also a bunch of other kind of machines that we would like to have, right? We can also start doing hardened and integral components. But anyway, we want these simple machine frames to make our first basic tier installer. And we can install it on our first metallurgic infuser. And make it a basic infusing factory. Now this holds more energy and we can do 3 processes on parallel. We only can have one kind of, I don't know how to call this, of catalyst maybe? We only can have one kind of catalyst, but we can do three processes at a time. And we can kind of sort this one so it gets evenly distributed. But this is everything. We are done for today, for this episode. We got our first goal. Oy, oy, oy. Very fun stuff is coming. Fun and quite stressful, but mostly fun. I know, I feel this expert pack is kind of light. If there is any expert pack that can be considered light. Until now we've been just patch crafting and crafting by hand everything that we require to progress. But now we can just see that we kind of struggle a bit to craft everything by hand. Especially because there are a lot of small components necessary to craft all of this stuff. And I say stuff so much, I think I need to find another word to replace the word stuff. But anyway, we are progressing. Spellbound Invar is one of the main goals. And we actually, if we craft one of these energy upgrades, we can also get a couple of advanced tier installers. This is very cool. But yeah, we are almost done with the chapter. And I mean, right now we can actually start seeing the Tree of Life stage 2 and thus getting to visit the overworld. But I think it would be smarter to kind of first take a look at infrastructure. We have all of this. Let me take this one out actually. We have all of this creative stuff that we can change. We can change now. This seems quite... all of this can be retired. We can now produce wires, gears, plates, and rods using this metal press, and as you saw, this is way quicker than using this create setup, and it also occupies less space. All of these mixers, on compacting, we will have to kind of upgrade them, so basically make them spin faster. And some mixers we will have to also kind of make them spin faster, and maybe set up a bunch more of them. I think this in case fine setups, I'll just leave them here. I won't change them. But yes, this will be using to handcraft stuff like that. But yeah, we are looking in the future to make more of these immersive engineering machines and multi-blocks. We are looking at finally upgrading our processing area. We are looking at a bunch of new machines to use. We are looking at stuff like miniguns and revolvers. They seem so silly, but they will be very useful. And hopefully, in the near future, we are looking at finally setting up an AE system in our base. Now, of course, I'm still kind of pushing this, procrastinating this, because I want to focus this on maybe 2 or 3 days, because it's going to be quite a big project to implement AE system in our base, especially looking at autocrafting capabilities. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward. I'm quite looking forward to the future. It's looking nice. It's looking very nice. But anyway, new doors are opening, and this is time for me to finish the episode. And as always, if you're still here, thank you for watching. And I hope you have a better day, because it can always be better. And I'll see you next time. Bye.